Of course. Hello, everybody. I was in a rush today, so of course I forgot to do something. I forgot to set up the webcam. Okay, now we can start. Hello, everybody. How is it going? We're back with the emotion chart. We have 6 spaces left. One of them's reserved for drawing me. This one at the bottom. Can't wait. But yeah, how is everybody doing today? And this is a air quotes special stream because as of last week, the voice actor fusion video, the channel is less than 100 hours away from monetization. So almost there. And of course, as always, I have Dempsey J Illustrations here with me today.
How it goes?
How's it going?
Not too bad. Just got in for a super long drive, so nice chill stream is really welcome.
Yeah, I'm glad you were able to make it.
Yeah, everyone seems to be busy today.
All right, so we actually didn't leave off with anyone last time, so first to business is we have to roll for our next emotion. Right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, something's not right. What is B2, B4, C1? Why is C1 still up there?
That scares. You can't get rid of him now. Officially a full part of the stream.
Yep. Okay, so we've got B2, B3, C2, C4, E3. Oh, yeah, and C. Okay, everything. Okay, there we go. All right, we already got character suggestions coming in, so I'll spin while I write those down. Where there was one, William Burke. I'm not. All right. Our emotion that we're going to be drawing for is E3, which is this shocked face here. So I will put.
That's a perfect Pomni expression.
You're right. I will throw 6 minutes on the clock. In that time, get your character suggestions in, and then we will vote.
If you don't get them in, they'll be forever lost to the duck scare.
There was one more. Where was it? Sebastian Solis. Interesting. All right. Dust Holmes 82. Is that one of Popcross's OCs in F5? Yep. F5, A4, D2. Oh, and B5. Popcross has kind of taken over this stream a little bit.
In fact, Popcross is in D2 as a double extra to one of his characters.
Oh, that is true. Last stream we left off with drawing Popcross himself inside of the face of one of his original characters.
The name that we can't pronounce properly unless we see it spelled down.
Yep.
Paradelact or whatever it was.
Psychoparadelict, I believe.
The Box's evil cousin in the Popcross universe.
Exactly. It's that psychopar. It's the D that always throws me off because I think it's psychoparalict, but then there's that D in there, and there's that. It's another harsh consonant that throws off the whatchamacallit theme.
Universe.
For C2, can we have Fazbear Entertainment logo because of the surrounding characters? We'll see Fazbear Entertainment. If it gets voted on, then absolutely. B5 is the greatest. Then B5 was the start of something interesting.
I think E3 should be next.
E3 next? Okay.
Yeah, because then you can have like one of the other ones as Benny Sharp, and then you can have him just go just looking in that direction, like maybe a bit like
and
slightly, you know, ha ha ha, maniacal one.
Yeah, and then that would be 3 of your characters on the same row.
Yeah. I can't fit any of my characters because you've got Dino Dude, Harmony, and is it Dreamweaver?
Yeah. Harmony is the odd one out on this line because it's
Narrated.
Dempsey, Nerd, Knight, soon to be someone, then you again. And then there's just this blushing Dresden. That's an
That must be a record for you. The longest time before you said what to draw.
What to draw?
Unless it's the earliest time or longest time it's taken me to notice you saying what to draw.
That is, I did forget to say hi to the chat at the beginning. I do apologize for that. Dempsey, hello, how are you?
I'm good, you?
I'm good. Thunderbirds fan 103, Ven, Benjamin Neal, Ark, how's it going? How are you? I'm good. Dempsey, or Benjamin is sending Dempsey T-Rivers Infected Superiors. We were talking about that before the stream. Dragons Artaban, hello, how are you doing? Good to see you. Can I post 2 drawings today or not? As I mentioned in the Discord, Ark, you can put 2 drawings into the Art Showcase for Stream channel. And depending on how many other people submit art to be showcased, I can't guarantee we'll get to both of them. But I will allow everybody at least 1, and then if we have not as many submissions, we can do others. Pomni, B5 was the root of calamity. That's for sure.
I change it. E3 should be Velocity Raptor because she's always like, it's everything. So that'd be the perfect, like, just before it kicks off with the emotion, she's going.
You said E3, right?
Yeah, E3. Velocity Raptor. Originally it was going to be Nexum seeing Benny Sharp, but
Yeah.
I did think, but I don't know what's funnier. Nexum or having Velocity who's always scared of everything, like the Pumpus chasing her down because the monitor goes, we're in this corner, it's a dead end. What?
That's an interesting one, Fazbear Entertainment. Perry from Fairly Odd Parents. I don't know how I like the Fairly Odd Parents in a 3D style. The cone noses are just really, really weird for me.
Wait, is Ben saying they're going to do something with Heath next?
I think so.
Yeah, whatever you've got planned, it's going to be interesting.
Definitely. Oh, that would make me a hypocrite, so sure, Apple, do whatever you want with Heath. I think Nexum would fit more for C2. Oh. Duck scared. Okay, so we did, I forgot if I mentioned this on stream or off stream last time. but I floated the idea by of instead of voting, we could have put all the characters into a wheel and spun at random for the character that gets picked.
Sounds good.
So you know what? We're gonna vote on how we should vote. How to determine next character emotion. YouTube stream poll. Put them all in a... Alright, before we determine... Alright, there's going to be a voting poll to determine if we should have a voting poll.
So
enjoy.
Now you become a corporate entity with a meeting about a meeting.
Yeah. And we were literally talking right before the stream started. I said, hey, we might be able to finish this in 2 streams if we get right into it and bang out 3 characters this episode. And we're already 12 minutes in and we haven't even decided on the character yet.
You say that, but most of my streams we get about half an hour in before I start drawing.
Yeah, but most of your streams aren't like 14-part series.
That's because I haven't done the emotion chart. I'm not daft.
That's true.
I'm saving it for Christmas. What do we do this Christmas?
This has been a fun go around. Unpopular opinion, Duck Scare is getting a tad annoying. Do you mean the joke of it, Apple Flavors, or the actual timer? Because I would agree with you if it was a bit. Unfortunately, I'm not faking it. I have been getting scared by the timer literally every single time. But I mean, you're always entitled to your own opinion. I know what happens when you have a running joke going on for so long, so I personally just like that it's a character now. I just like the design of it overall. What did you say, Dempsey?
It becomes a meme.
Yeah.
As soon as it becomes a meme with Duck Scared, then we can stop it.
Yeah.
Because it'll be everywhere.
That's true. Or KyngPin, what color are your eyes? You know, I'm gonna. Can you see? If you can't tell, they're brown.
They're just black, like soulless pits of despair.
Well, that is my small one issue with having brown eyes. It's like you can't really tell because they're at least mine are so dark to the point where they blend in with the pupil. So from a distance, it just looks like 2 black circles in my eyes. All right. 2 more minutes. I'll give 3 more minutes for the poll. Seems people are still getting their votes in. And we'll determine how we determine our next character. Which should be interesting.
We sacrifice a subscriber in the stream to do a blood ritual to the gods of the emotional shop. Thankfully, we're hosts, so we're immune to it.
KyngPin, is that a William Birkin breaking into your house? Joke's on you, Ben. I don't know who that is. William Birkin.
Joke's on you too. I don't think he's in a house.
I have no idea who this character is. William Birkin is a character from Resident Evil video game franchise who is one of the Umbrella Corporation's top viral researchers and the man responsible for the development of the G-Virus. He is the man foremost responsible with bringing about the destruction of Raccoon City. Once a human being, he injected himself with the G-Virus and turned himself into an ever-changing and mutant abomination. Okay.
Basically, he's the evil geneticist from the Resident Evil series.
Yeah. I'm only familiar with 8 and a little bit of 7. only because I have seen people play it on YouTube. Just a joke. The character is nice. The sound will haunt my nightmares years after this until I eventually go insane. The constant quack, quack, quack. Yeah, you're not wrong, Apple Flavors. It is very insistent or persistent, the quacking. Hello, Alien X. How's it going?
I don't hear the quacking. When your timer goes off, I don't hear it over the Discord at all. And because the stream's muted, so I don't get a double weird delay sound from the back to our Discords, 10 seconds behind what people hear on stream. Then I'm completely immune to the duck scared quacks.
That's funny.
So I see your reaction. I hear you. I look up and see your reaction a couple seconds later, but I never hear the quack.
So it doesn't pick up in the mic. Interesting.
Now you're trying to figure out how do I stop that going in my headphones?
Yeah, that's true. Huh. I always thought, well, or does it come through over the mic?
It probably does. It's probably at such a low decibel compared to how close it is to the mic.
Yeah, it's
to me talking.
I think OBS and Discord might have different noise gates, so it's not loud enough to register on Discord, but loud enough to register on the other place. Yeah, thank you, OBS.
That's perfectly logical.
Yes. All right, 5 minutes in the chat. It seems like a majority of people have voted, so our next character will be determined at random. Interesting. Okay. And we got one more character suggestion at the last minute. So please hold for a brief moment while I... Oh no. Is this gonna... Okay, wait. Maybe I can... Okay, wait. So it turns out the wheel website I have, it stays like this based on the browser name. So if I copy and paste the link, it appears like this again. So hopefully doing this won't reset the
You can
spaces
save
we
it
have
under
left.
a name where you can duplicate it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's options like a save option and stuff in the little menu on there.
Oh, okay, cool.
You're using name of wheels, whatever it is, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can save it or you can create a brand new wheel in a new tab.
Gotcha.
And then override it.
Cool.
Just gotta find the bit for a new wheel like you've got there and then just go for it.
Yeah. While I'm setting this up, we did get a question from Then. What do the funny art guys think of infection alternate universes? You know, like a zombie apocalypse AU, if you were to put your narrators or characters in it, would they be able to survive? You want
to go first? Or do you want me to do it while you're setting up?
Actually, I am about done with this, so we can spin first. Actually, I'll let anybody, if you're, I don't know if you can see the wheel. I'll make it a little bigger. Let me know if I have all the names correct here. I want to make sure I include everyone's. But yeah, if you want to go first for the zombie apocalypse question.
So I quite like the idea of zombie apocalypse if I can get it done right. I did try it out with my Zombie Ultra series where I took My Hero Academia and I basically put a zombie virus infecting everybody, going throughout the whole thing. So I had a nice one where Bakugo got infected and he just basically burnt to pieces. Denki, like half his face was burnt and stuff, and became a zombie infected through the quirk. So that's quite an interesting one. In terms of my narrators, I think Nexum, Harrenfold, Demonica, and potentially Dinoclaw will probably survive fine in there out of the good guys. The Kid, Velocity, and any other like good narrators, they're gone about the rest of them. Unless Velocity screaming and running just has dumb luck. In terms of the bad guys, Ashana and Loki would be fine, and then Krampus would just keep cloning minions and send them in. In fact, they'd probably try and take over the zombie herd as their minions.
Interesting. Well, 50 and 51 wouldn't have to worry about it because they don't abide by the physical laws. I haven't a clue.
Cheat code.
What? Cheat code?
Cheat code.
Ivan! We don't know Ivan's design, so we don't really know what he's like. I do imagine him to be a little older, maybe walking with a cane. I haven't decided on that one yet. Unless I've mentioned that already and I've forgotten.
I think Dr. Marcus Plague might have set the virus off.
Oh, that might be
just
true.
by name alone.
Yeah, that's fair. So Professor Marcus Plague is patient number 0.
Tested on himself because nobody else would believe he paid them.
Yeah, that makes sense. Who else do we have? What else?
The experiment was sabotaged by Duck Scare. Would have worked fine for reanimating dead tissue without the zombie bit, but Duck Scare added a little bit of, I don't know, the flesh-eating virus or something to it to make it a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Completely
Also,
messed up the experiment, and that's it.
plot twist: Professor Marcus Plague is immune. It's possible. I'm sure there's something going on with him. Before I forget again, Ark, I know you keep asking what to draw, and I keep forgetting to answer you. Deadpool robot on the beach. That's all I've got. All right. I've had no objections to the Wheel of Possibilities, so let us spin and get our first character for the stream. 23 minutes in. It's blocking my face. All right, who do we got? Link. Interesting. Okay. All right, so our first up character of today is Link. No last name?
So Link, I guess from the Zelda series, but which Zelda series?
I was gonna say. I don't know many of them. I kind of want to do one of the Links that has the hat. But I don't know which one. I'll think about it for a quick second. But apple flavors. I'm sorry to hear you're feeling a bit tired today. As always, don't ever feel bad about if you have to take a day to do things easy. If you push yourself to continue working, you're just going to burn yourself out, and that is not fun. But whatever you have to do, I know you'll be able to do it, because we are a community of hardworking people at KyngPin Creations, and I believe in all of you. So whether it's something you just want to do for fun, or something you have to get done, you've got this. You're welcome, apple flavors. Everybody needs some pick-me-up every now and then. It gets hard out there. Alright. What Link do we want? We got Breath of the Wild, Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time. Hello, Sticky Art Shorts. How are you? Welcome to the stream.
The classic ones like the Ocarina of Time, or the like even the Smash Brothers Link has the hat on.
Yeah. I think we're gonna go with... I've never played a Zelda game in my life, so I can't even be like, oh, I'll choose the one from the one I've played. So, we're gonna stick with...
Link's also Mario Kart. Maybe choose that one.
What's up?
Yeah, that's pretty much the Link that's in Mario Kart.
This one? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the classic Link.
And Breath of the Wild Link is also in Mario Kart, right? If I'm not mistaken.
I think so. One of them.
Yeah, I think Link has like 2 outfits in the latest Mario Kart. I haven't played the Switch in a while. I'm doing good, Sticky Art Shorts. The art portion of the stream is finally beginning after roughly a half hour of just shooting the breeze. But yeah, we're also nearing the end of this emotions chart, which has been a 4-month series in the making.
It's been an emotional ride.
It definitely has.
In more ways than one.
Yep. Link's face is more Oh, actually now would be a good time to mention I don't know if you've seen them, Dempsey, but there have been other art YouTubers who have been doing this recently.
I've seen a few.
Yeah, 2 that come to mind are Galahound19, I know, is working on one, and I don't want to butcher the name. It's drawing with Mr.
But it's Belluccia, whatever it is. I
Yeah.
can't. Yeah, it looks like spatula, but it's got a D in it. It's
Yeah, drawing with Mr. Sepulveda, I think. I apologize if I did mispronounce your name. But I know...
Drawing with Mr. S.
Yeah. He finished his very recently. They were both doing them as a series of shorts. So 1 emotion per short. And surprise, surprise, they finished before me. But yeah, like last week, I think, he finished. Let me see, August 12th. Yeah, so literally, on Monday after last week's stream, he finished. And I got a character suggestion in on that one, so I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I've seen them use the actual emojis that you get on your phone, like the circle face, just circle face emojis, on a massive graph chart as well. And some people have been doing it where they take a character and they draw the character with the body pose that matches the emotion, but they basically focus mainly on the emotion. So if the face looks a bit teary and beaten up, they did Invincible looking a bit teary and beaten up.
Ooh.
Like, that was a really good thing. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Yeah. I did find another kind of emotion chart. I think it's more like there's more emotions, but it's just the faces, like literally just. I think it might have been exactly the one you were talking about. Though I wouldn't know unless I saw it. And so yeah, happy to announce that after this we'll be moving on to a second emotion chart. I feel like all my subscribers would drop if that happened.
Unless you did it blindfolded.
I've thought about art challenges like that. Just don't really know how to format them.
You blindfold yourself and record yourself throwing a dart at something to select the emotion or the character or something.
Oh. Possibly. I don't know if throwing darts blindfolded is the best idea.
My mom survived me selecting what to draw. Don't forget he's got pointy ears.
Oh, yes.
Well, actually, he. I don't think Link's a he.
Yeah, I think...
Link looks like a he, but in the story, I'm pretty sure in the actual concept, Link isn't a he.
Yeah, I know they designed the character to be very... Is androgynous the word?
Yeah, because I know you got Princess Zelda, but I always thought Link was the bloke going to save her, but then later on it's like, wait, was Link actually... Yeah, what's Link? So people, please correct me if I'm wrong, but do we actually have a consensus on this, or what's the latest version without us having to Google it?
Well, it's also weird because in the Zelda games I've seen people play, like they're called Link, but you also get to name, like give Link a name in each one. Which doesn't exactly make sense to me, but like I said, I've never played one, so I don't know. Hey, Awesome JJ Ranger, quick question. How long will this stream go? I want to draw something to put in the art showcase. We'll probably be going till 5, most likely. I would like to go longer, just because we are so close to the end. But I don't know if my schedule will allow that, because I have fallen a little bit behind today, but that's all
right. He says that, but his real motions are right at the bottom on, is it D5 or C5?
C5.
Yeah, your real emotions, so it's alright. This is right at the bottom of the screen.
Link, according to Arc, Link is a feminine male.
Yeah, I saw that. Because in Tears of the Kingdom, the Link's definitely got to be a male, because you run around topless for the first, like, half of it.
Right, that's a good point. Haven't touched that game in a while, so I forgot. Well, look at it this way, then. I haven't touched that game at all, so doing better than me. I don't know. I feel like until recently I wasn't big on, what's it called? Like big story games, stuff like that. I was much more like, I guess in the realm of party games would be the right name for it, but with boss level I've come to appreciate story-driven games more. I think. I don't know if that's true. I'm just saying things.
Words are hard.
Yeah. It feels so weird with no nerd.
We're nerds here, it's fine.
Yeah.
Or geeks, whichever one's socially more acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah, unfortunately, Nerd couldn't make it today. They were busy doing something at the time of the stream.
Ben says, before the stream, I was just keep thinking if Popcross would or wouldn't be here. Pinning Popcross down lately is a difficult task because he is uber busy with a lot of things.
Yeah.
Across between multiple continuous somersaults and to his new books and merch and everything else he's been working on and teasing and launching.
I was thinking about asking Popcross if he wanted to come today, but with no Nerd, without Nerd being here, I felt it would have been a little unfair to ask Popcross to join the 1 week Nerd isn't able to come. That felt kind of mean. So
yeah, it'd be cool if we can get Night in as well. We can do all of us.
All 5 of us would be nice. I mean, I think. It's the scheduling and the time zones that make it really, really difficult. Because it would be like, oh, we will choose a day that night's not working. But then that doesn't speak to whether you or Nerd will be free, or even Popcross. Or me, for that matter.
Yeah, Vigilance is out tomorrow, I think. I don't know if is it the season finale tomorrow?
Say what now? Wait, what?
Ben says Vigilance is the season finale across this series, Vigilance. The one with the Bayou Nights.
Wait, no, wait, no, I'm not done yet. I'm not caught up.
He's like, yeah, it's the season finale tomorrow, apparently.
Oh.
Wait. Don't worry, I'm not caught up on them either.
I just watched Freya Sparks 3 today.
Well, we know what you're doing later on tonight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's only one more Vigilance I have to go before the season finale, but there's 5 more to just catch up overall with Popcross. Oopsies.
It's fine. Like I said last stream, yours content creators, we don't have time to do much other than our own stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to balance it out with not doing it full time. It takes a chunk out of everything.
All right, we got our kind of sketch down. Oh, he needs hair, or Link needs hair. Ooh, you have a difficult hairstyle. I think your cap is too high. Or low, I should say, actually. So let's move you up a little bit so we can get your hair in there, buddy. Dang. Nikolai says, dang it, I'm late. Nikolai, I was waiting for you. I saw, at the start of the stream, I saw the chat was empty. I was starting to get worried. I'm glad you could make it, though. Although I have seen that Inkman Studios has been filling in for you while you were gone with video suggestions. I'm a quarter into the Trenton Fuegos episode. Oh, that was a good one. That's a cool character. And the ability for that one, too, was actually really cool for Trenton. The abilities that Popcross has come up with for that, for Mytho Lethal, for Multiverse Tales, is really, really interesting. Like, a lot of them are unique. Why would I choose yellow? I'm not going to be able to see this. Should draw Deadpool in a suit or in shorts.
I feel he'd wear shorts over his suit.
True. I was gonna say Deadpool would probably wear a bikini.
Isn't this going on Ben's turf now?
Arc, whichever one you want. Unfortunately,
whichever you think suits the feel of the picture more.
Yeah. Even though Mytho Lethal is Multiverse Tales. Yeah, good point, Ben. It is the same universe. Although they do have 2 different, air quotes, feels to them. like the way the worlds in which they're based in are very different, despite being the same universe. I stole Carter's ability. I stole Carter's ability for me and my cousin's OCs, but we don't question that. I mean, you're allowed to recycle. I don't know if recycle's the right word, but you're allowed to take other abilities for inspiration. I mean, literally just look at Marvel and DC. They're constantly, they've got, what's going on here? Wait, what? But yeah, look at Marvel and DC. Like, there's so many different characters that share powers.
Well, yeah, in DC you got Superman. In Marvel you've got Hyperion.
Right.
They're basically exactly the same. Eye beams, fly, invulnerable, super strength.
Yeah, exactly.
Other than the weaknesses of Kryptonite 2, we don't know a real weakness other than his ego. They're practically the same. It's the same as Spider-Man. You've got the Black Spider in Marvel, who's an assassin with the quirky quips of Spider-Man, but before he kills the victims and chases them, and he's got web fluid in a backpack that he shoots out. Whereas you've got Spider-Man in Marvel, who's got quirky quips, but he doesn't assassinate, he's the complete opposite.
Yeah.
There's so many... They take the characters and they just flip them the other way around.
Yeah, exactly. I was watching something on YouTube the other day, and there was a comment. It was the similarities between Marvel and DC characters, and there was a comment, and I don't know how true this is, so take it with a grain of salt, but it basically said a lot of people don't realize that, like, these artists for DC and Marvel were pretty much roommates. So, like, during that time when, like, a lot of the characters with similar, attributes came out, they were made by, like, people living together. One of the examples that they used was Swamp Thing, and I think the Marvel version is called Man-Thing. Both those characters literally came out months apart from each other in the same year. And so it was stuff like that, and that's why there's a lot of similarities between the characters. I thought that was really interesting.
Don't forget, you've also got people like Todd McFarlane, who originally started working on Spider-Man in a unique style, and then he went off with his own character based on Spider-Man, which was Spawn. If you look at the actual design, other than the fact that he's got a massive cape that can change to do what he wants, the initial head design and the changing the shape, it is the classic masked superhero from Spider-Man, the early days. And he was a comic artist doing all that, as well as a lot of the artists jumped from between DC and Marvel, bringing along their skills and drawing styles. Some do it for both nowadays, or some do it for one in particular. They work on it, and the characters are very, very similar because of that.
Yeah, it's really interesting. Question for both of us from Nikolai. What are your thoughts on Transformers Earthspark? I am not actually familiar with what that is.
I watched the first season, part of the second one. Some bits I really liked. I'm not too sure on the Earth Transformers because they did the whole not knowing their identity and everything else to make it modern, and I get it's finding themselves, but I don't know if they went too far one way to the other. But I haven't watched the second season, so I can't really say too much on that. It just felt I'm a Gen 1 Transformer fan, and then the rest of them are like, yeah, the movies were okay, but I grew up on Gen 1, like the original Transformer series and movies, so to me, they've got a certain vibe to the Transformers. If that makes sense. Which in the modern series you kind of don't get anymore. It's a cool series. It's just going on just on Transformers and stuff. That's my opinion.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. I've seen, I guess, clips about it per se. Like I recognize the style of it, but I haven't actually seen it. Interesting. I will say, just looking at it, these human creatures, these human designs are kind of creeping me out.
Well, what the Terran Transformers before they get their robot modes, where they look like they're more human than Transformer and organic in shape and design.
Yeah. Wait, are these two human children supposed to be Transformers?
No, sorry, the two human children are linked to the Terran Transformers. They can feel and sense what they sense, and vice versa.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, and Megatron's a goodie in the series.
Oh?
He's now working with the Autobots. This is after they've had their war and they've become mates with Prime and that. Megatron helps out. So this is set like afterwards. Even though you've got some bad guys, this is set like after Megatron's gone back to being a good guy.
Interesting. I didn't know that. Drawing prompt for the chat. Astra and Toriel holding hands and blushing. Then I think you know what you must do. I do have to. I am behind on the Beast Summoner one. Oh, there's so many series I must catch up on. I spent the last week watching Umbrella Academy season 4. If anyone in chat has seen it, let me know what you thought of it, because
I hear that it's got the same type of ending as I haven't seen it, but I've heard on the internet that it's got a Game of Thrones type ending, like where they just decided they give up and drop the ball. That's all I've heard on it. I need to catch up on Umbrella Academy. I haven't watched it in a very long time. I am way behind compared to everybody else.
I feel like
I have heard they dropped the ball, and so I'm going to, when I get to the very last episode, I'm going to look for the Starbucks coffee cup.
I feel like you could probably stop watching it after season 2.
Well, I think after season 1, I could probably guess the rest of it and not bother watching it.
Yeah.
But that's also because I've watched a lot of sci-fi stuff and things like back and forth from that. So I kind of feel...
Yeah, that's fair. It was a good show at one point. And I also really want to check out the comics. Because Knight was telling me that a lot was changed even from the first season. So I'd be very interested to see what the original source material was like.
It'd be quite interesting. Similar to The Boys, they can't make it like the comics because the comic source material is
oh yeah,
unsuitable for public mass viewers. It's really, whatever you think of The Boys being dark, it's like they've added milk to the black coffee. it's literally very diluted compared to the comics.
I've heard things about the comics. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah, it's a scary. They've done well to transition what they did to where it is, though. I'll give them that, but yeah. So.
That's fair. KyngPin, how is tomorrow's video doing? at the moment, it's the least viewed video on the channel because it's not out yet. But nope, next days. Tomorrow's video is ready to go. It is set up. After the stream, I'll most likely set it as a premiere, just cause why not? And
I didn't end up doing a video Friday.
What's up?
Or this weekend. I didn't end up doing my video Friday or this weekend. It's scheduled. It will be scheduled in like end of the week to be something.
Ah, gotcha.
But I've got so much drawing to do this week.
Yeah.
I've got the redraw pictures and all the rest. It's like, oh my god, lots of stuff.
Wishing you the best of luck.
What, me or the guys in chat?
Oh, you, because you said you had a lot of drawing to do.
Oh no, I didn't know if that was like the guys in chat or you saying it. That's why I was like, what, me?
Oh. Fazbear Entertainment, make a Waluigi episode. What about Waluigi, Fazbear Entertainment? Can you give us a hint on what tomorrow's video is about? Just one hint, please. It's something that is topical, both on the internet and for me, I guess. That's all I'm gonna say. Is
So
that
the answer is no, you can't get a hint. Not one that's helpful anyway.
I think if you just look at like not media, but like pop culture news, you'll be able to make a very good guess on what it could be.
No, an educated wish. That's my new going to now.
Perfect.
I'm gonna do that at work. Someone's gonna say, what's your best guess? And I go, my best educated wish is. They're like, what? They're like, no, it's an educated wish.
Let's hope they saw the movie.
My workplace, most of them might do, but you know, if they don't get it, it's gonna be even funnier.
Yeah. How would you build your narrators if they were in D&D? What would be their classes? And if you were able to change their race, what would they be? I don't know enough about D&D.
I answered this last stream. I don't need to answer this one.
Oh, good. So I'm. Wait, did I? No, I did not. All right, cool.
No,
I'm left here to dry. Oh God. I know there's a rogue, there's a warlock, there's a bard.
There's wizards, there's sorcerers, there's dragonborn, there's berserkers, there's warriors, there's paladins.
I got
Artifactors.
I don't know. I don't have an answer. Everyone is a plasmid. Every one of my narrators will be made of jelly. Final answer, Steve.
We're looking for plasmid on the board.
Waluigi, have you watched that song trilogy called Waluigi vs. Smash Bros. Where he eliminates all of the Smash Brawlers? Well, no, I have not. I haven't even heard of that, Fazbear Entertainment. It sounds quite interesting. It sounds like it was a very Starbomb-esque kind of song. Whoa, nope. I'm trying to get the right color. A little more on the yellow side. There we go. Alright, he's not looking horrible. But, what's going on over here?
There's a cartoon series or something in my head that he just reminds me so much of, and I can't place it.
Link?
Yeah, your drawing. It's the facial, like, the way the face is done. It reminds me of something cartoon-wise, but I can't remember what.
I'm getting that feeling too. Oops.
The face just looks so familiar, but I can't place it.
Yeah. I personally am not sure. I'm working on the background kingdom. Awesome. Keep it up, Ark. I can't wait to see it.
How's your redraw coming on?
Pretty good, I guess. I did gather a bunch of the submissions today, even though there's a week left to submit. So, I usually don't look through them until afterwards, like after the deadline, but I feel like I should probably give it a look. Just because there's a much larger amount than there was the last few redraws. So, but overall, they are looking really good this month. People seem to really like Dragons and Fantasy Beasts, so I'm excited for this one.
So you got them to submit their own Dragons and Fantasy Beasts?
Yeah.
Nice.
Remember the post where it says just describe a character and you'll draw it, plus saying that it's like the community redraw without drawings? Yes, I do remember that one, Nikolai. I actually began working on it earlier today. I went through, picked out a couple of character descriptions that you all submitted, and have started working on them. So, obviously, I'm not going to say who I did pick. That'll have to wait for the episode to come out next week, which is also the week before the redraw is going to come out, which I did not realize. So, you're technically getting 2 weeks of redraws.
Ta-da!
Yeah. I don't know what happened. I looked at my calendar. I'm like, oh, yeah, I have 2 more videos before the redraw. Turns out I didn't account for the one that I was currently working on as I said that.
Yeah, I've drawn one of the redraw submissions in my style. They're more... It's more for the story than it is for a twist in this one.
Right.
But I picked one, but I've got a lot more to do.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have fun. I'll be right back in a minute.
Sounds good. Here's a better question. If any of you guys were to cosplay as your narrators, which one would you go as? If we're talking realistically, I would probably go with Professor Marcus Plague, because I feel like that would be the easiest one to do. I would love to, whatchamacallit, I would love to do 50 or 51, specifically 51, because, you know, I just love doing that voice, particularly. But feel like that one would be a harder and more expensive cosplay outfit to make. So realistically, it would be Professor Marcus Plague. If we're disregarding the laws of physics and nature and money and all that, it would either be 51 or Duck Scare. Actually, now that I think about it, humanoid Duck Scare cosplay sounds cursed, so let's go back to just 51. 51 could be cool without looking like Nightmare Fuel. And I will make sure to ask Dempsey that question when he gets back. Alright, that is a link. It looks like a link. And we'll start grabbing a inflatable Duck Scare suit. Oh no. For the redraw without drawings, can you name it a reimagined? I don't know, Fazbear, because technically we're not reimagining anything. Because there's no physical design to reimagine. We're just, if anything, I guess it would be called an it wouldn't even be a reinterpretation. It would just be in KyngPin interpretations. is essentially what we're working with for next Monday's episode. KyngPin interpretation. Just doesn't have the same ring to it. But I will say, for tomorrow's episode, I want to say thank you to everybody who voted from the last one. I feel like it could be a really fun idea to have like these bonus stars, air quotes. So yeah, thank you to everyone who voted on those, because it just sounds like, I just think it could be a lot of fun to, just something else to get involved, get the chat involved in the videos. Because like there's the redraws, there's this, but I really like getting the community involved in videos and stuff. So there will also be more categories to vote on for tomorrow's episode. So stick around to the end of that video to find out who won and what the next categories are. Maybe I'll put them in like a pinned comment to have people see it. KyngPin, are you the chat's new dad? What? I'm not sure what you're talking about, Fazbear.
I'm concerned, Fazbear. I mean, he's the host of the stream, so technically yes, but still. Go to your room.
But I've also been playing Into the Pit, which is which that statement very much fits into, so I'm a little scared. Hey KyngPin, what did you think of my character description from the character description post? I thought it was a very unique one. Everybody overall just gave really good explanations, but yours, I think, Nikolai, if I'm not mistaken, yours might have been the longest, or not longest, but most detailed from all the submissions I got, with the inclusion of the story, the abilities, and all that. So it was really cool. It was very detailed and very descriptive, which is really good just overall. So keep it up, because writing-wise and art-wise, you are doing good work. Apologies, I'm focusing on trying to shade this perfectly. Yeah, there we go. Oh no! I just realized something. There may not be a stream next week. Meaning our emotion chart, if we don't finish it today, we'll have to go even further. Oh no.
Do you know what we should do if we redo the emotion chart?
What's that?
We should have one chart and we should pass it to each of us on our live streams.
Ooh. I like that idea a lot.
And then we do it on the live stream, we do that, and then it goes on. It'll go on. So so you do it on a Sunday, you might start it. I'll do it on a Monday. Night could do it whenever, like a Wednesday or whenever, and Nerd could probably do it on a Friday or Saturday, hopefully.
Yeah.
And then we can go dun 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 dun. And then we could pass that around for a couple of weeks and we'll probably get it done. And it'll also have all our different styles on it.
Yeah, that I'm really interested in.
We'll have to talk Pop Cross into doing it on one of the days.
Yeah.
Just one character.
If you want to throw that in our artist chat so we don't forget about it. That would be I really like that idea. Would it be the same format of this as having the chat vote on it, or would it be we get to choose the character we want to add to it? And like maybe choose a random emotion.
First one we choose one of our own, or we choose what we want on the first round going round.
Gotcha.
Because let's face it, it might only get Pop Cross once on it.
True.
And then we could then afterwards have the chat go on the second part, but at least then we can pick maybe a row or certain emotion that we want to do that's left on the chart to be, okay, we want to do dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Character choice. And Ben says, was it Ben? Yeah. Also, Dempsey, you were away when King answered this, but if you were to cosplay any of your narrators, who would you go as? It would either be Void, who we don't have a design for from the last video, or good old Envato Beansworth.
Two very good
That'd
answers.
be quite cool. I could carry a staff for a pole, or my, a martial arts staff, and make an attachment on the end for the almost like this trident spear thing, or carry some kind of bone nunchucks or something around and make him look cool or something.
Yeah, I had to split it up. I'm like, well, if we're going by time and budget, then Professor Marcus Plague, even though I don't know how I would get a duck scare to carry along with Professor Marcus Plague. But if I have unlimited time and money, then I would go with 51. Also, if I knew how to cosplay, that's something I would have to take into account. Oh, that's not right. There we go. KyngPin, for a filler episode, just get it narrated by Duck Scare and make the whole episode just the Duck Scare noises. Fazbear Entertainment, that would destroy, well, okay, not destroy, but that would kill my channel. If it was a whole 20-minute episode of just duck quacks, no one would ever want to sit through the whole thing of that. The watch time graph would look, it would just be, the watch time graph would be, here's the start of the video and done. Although that would be a good like idea for a prank video. But for a serious weekly video, oh boy, that would not go over well statistics wise. I would watch KyngPin. I feel like that would be a nightmare to listen to. I feel like that would be a nightmare to edit, Ven. I could not imagine sitting through that, through a 30-minute or 15 to 20-minute video with just quacking and be like, all right, I still have an ounce of sanity left. It's not possible. For April Fool's video would be a good duck scare vid. Yeah, definitely for something like April Fool's, but for a regular video, that might not... I feel like that might not go over well with the masses. Where are my goats? Nope, had something to say, lost it. Nikolai, there will definitely be more streams after this. I know we were joking about it last stream that this is the end of the live streams, but there's a few more ideas I have that I want to try out that I think would work better for live streams. Nope, even saying it like that makes it sound like I intend to end doing live streams. And maybe sometime in the future if they get to be too much, but overall, I don't know, I just kind of like doing this. This is fun, relaxing. It's a good way to ease into the week when I am able to do them on Sundays. But yeah, it's just a nice time to hang out with you, do series like this where you get involved, to get the chat involved in the happenings. And honestly, I want to try some other things. I do want to try, I don't know how well this is going to go over. It's going to be another long series. But like doing animation streams. So like, I guess learning animation is the best way to phrase it. So like, have us, me, Dempsey Nerd, all of us talking, but instead of an emotion chart, I'm trying to animate something, which I haven't really done a lot before, so that could be interesting.
I know the principles and concepts, but I have not animated in over a decade.
Yeah.
Plus.
Like
I got Procreate during, I never got around to doing a live stream of learning it yet.
Like I know, I've heard things that if you have nothing else, Photoshop isn't the worst place to animate in. So just because of budget reasons, I might try something with that. Because honestly, I'm not too familiar with any other animation programs, at least none that are free. Alright. Link looks completely different from everyone else on this chart, but he's done. They're done. Link is done. I want to add a few more hair things in here. There we go. I'll still be here in the stream though. Oh, I'll be popping out in a chat because we arrive at a raceway. Oh, nice. I hope you have fun, Ven. That sounds really cool.
Question for you, KyngPin.
For me?
Yeah. Are you and Boss Level going to play V60 on Lethal Company? Because it's just come out in the last, like, 24 hours or so.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I haven't played it yet. I've asked my group of who we play, if we're going to play it at some point, but there's been no answer.
I could float that by them.
I've avoided all the streamers that are doing it and stuff now. I've been watching Lethal Company streams for the last few days, and then it's all of it's now V60 come out. I'm like, unless they're doing a V56 or something high quota, I'm not interested.
Interesting. So what has been added since then, I guess? Because I last time I played was whenever we did that live stream from 2 months ago, 3 months ago, something like that. Yeah, from like May, June, or whatever it was.
Okay, so I've just loaded up the patch notes.
End of May.
In the surprising release on August 17th,
Oh, so just yesterday.
has made a monumental change to Lethal Company by inviting its players to a new facility interior. We got an interior.
Ooh.
Oh wow, that's awesome. And that is the mine shaft. The new bottomless pit, that is the mine shaft. So you've got the mine shaft, which is a facility interior. A new interior that replaces the factory on offense, bow, dine, and artifice. There are multiple levels to this new interior, including an elevator that takes you down to its depths. Oh, that's cool. There's a lot of modded moons have had an elevator in it.
Oh.
Man-Eater, a new facility monster, a strange baby-like creature that you must rock to sleep to keep it from crying. Leaving it alone will cause it to age rapidly, becoming another lethal monster you have to outsmart and outlive. Listen to its cries to differentiate between its childlike and adult form. Mansion has wooden doors now have unique sound effects when you open them. He's removed the Kidnapper Fox, the Bog Crawler, and the Goopy Goblin. I didn't even know what the Goopy Goblin... Wait, what's the Goopy Goblin in that?
Great, more monsters for me to deal with.
Quite bizarrely, I still think that someone's found the Kidnapper Fox is still in VOW on the playthrough. Maybe it was a corrupted save file of theirs. They ran to the facility and found the new mine shaft on the same file. Whether the entity has truly vanished from the moons is uncertain. What's weird is Seeker claimed 2 entities have been removed, but we've never heard of these entities before. I'm glad that those 2 didn't sound right. Balance changes. Core Head now needs to recharge after chasing an employee for some time. It's now possible for a Core Head to lose track of your position. Core Heads will struggle to jump across gaps if spotted by an employee mid-jump. That's quite cool. Dine entrance. He's moved the positions of the entrances and Dine. Bracken and Spore Lizard optimized to prevent lag spikes when the entity retreats. Oh, that's how we knew they were near. Weather slightly reduced the number of weather reports present on multiple moons at once. Oh, that means you can't get all the weather on the moon, so it might seem clear and it's not. Oh. The rare chance added for every scrap that spawns inside the facility to be the same type. 8 new scrap items have been added. Bug fixes are The man-eater is now the bestiary entry works. Also, the desync issues with the man-eater's position when it catches an employee have been fixed. Scrap. 6 new scrap items have been added to the mineshaft interior. The core head, looking at the core head, is now working as intended. Yep. Apparently, soccer balls can be kicked correctly. So they've added soccer balls because they weren't in there before. It seems.
Interesting.
Appears smaller than the hopping and cruising updates. The mineshaft and man-eater are more than enough to entice me back to the dreaded city's cold embrace, but perhaps more will be unveiled in the next few days. That's interesting. Very interesting. I haven't decided if I play that yet.
That's a lot of new things since I've last played.
Yeah, that means there's new things to actually draw. I might put narratives back in the Legal Company universe.
All right, so we finished Link, and we're ready to spin for the next one. Here we go.
Okay, let's spin for the number.
Next up, we have
C4. Let's have an explosive stream.
Unfortunately not. It is C2.
Well, I was half right.
Close. All right, our next number is this one. Throw your character suggestions into the chat. 6 minutes on the clock, and then we will go. I know, I think it was Nikolai put a bunch earlier. Just gotta find it. Goats, more streams, answered that question. Here we go. All right. Excuse me. William Verken. Are you all enjoying this captivating commentary?
I'll let you know when I can talk like this.
For some reason, I don't like putting my pen down when I'm not using it. I always resort to eating it.
Nikolai's got about 12 suggestions.
Yeah, I see that.
Nikolai, if you could pick one of them, which would it be? Because otherwise, Nikolai's got a massive advantage at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know if we're gonna. Chad, also let me know if you want to do another version of the wheel, or if you want to go back to the voting polls. Because the wheels are good because I'm able to include everybody's suggestions. However, it eliminates the choice. It takes away the choice from you people, from the chat, to vote on what you want. But with the polls where you can vote, I'm only limited to 4 options for some reason. B2 is perfect for Cassandra Blackcat. Shall wait until then. I misread that, so I will delete that off the C2 list. Slimer from Ghostbusters. That would definitely be an interesting character. Human V because she's adorable. We need to see more of her in the Owl House spin-offs. Are there going to be Owl House spin-offs? I was unaware that the show was still going on. KyngPin or Dempsey, I am doing a Pokemon trainer / professor, but I need help. Do I give the character a Pokeball that everyone knows or do my own Pokeball? I am all for designing your own. I would love to see what kind of Pokeball you come up with, Thunderbirds fan. Because, like, some of the Pokeballs look cool, but, like, I want to see what you come up with.
You could do a variant, like, of the Pokeball for your region where your character is. So, for example, you get the variants of the Pokemon where you've got Galarian Meowth and a normal Meowth. They're different, but they're still Meowths. You could do a Pokeball that's still a Master Ball, but maybe a variant version or an Ultra Ball, whichever one's your favorite Pokeball, but you add your extra few items to it to make it your, I don't know, whatever your region's called. It could be like the Galarian Master Ball or something, and it's your own unique Master Ball from your region.
That sounds
for your
fun.
character, which would be pretty cool because a lot of the Pokemon fans out there and the Fakemon community do stuff like that, and they love it. They'll eat it all up. It's one of the cool things you can do with it.
That's cool. Making a regional one. That's actually really fun. Owl House was over KyngPin. Yeah, I know it was over. I didn't know if there was anything. Oh, the creator Dana Terrace said something about continuing the Owl House through other media like comic or spin-offs. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. I would love to see more Owl House. That was a really, really good show. I did watch it a little late. I binged it all on Disney Plus, but no, I really love that show. What is your favorite character in Has-Been Hotel? That's a really good question, Ark. I think it would be either a tie between Alistair and a little bit of Angel Dust, because, well, Angel Dust is the first character that I ever saw from that show, and my impression of Angel Dust is... I was not prepared to do an Angel Dust voice, but, yeah. No, go away, go away, go away. I've stopped the timer before it got annoying. I was not prepared to do an Angel Dust voice, but Angel Dust and Alistair, favorite characters. What were we doing? Oh yeah, we were doing characters. Minus Serpentious or Emily for me, both really good choices. Arc. Let's see. Did I miss any other characters? Deadpool. Okay.
Yeah, why not? It's a mask, but they do so much with the eyes in the movie. You can have some fun with this one.
That's true. Out of the 4 you suggested, Dempsey, which one would you like me to choose from?
Oh, we only choosing one.
If we are doing the wheel to make it fair, we're gonna do one.
Will Surfort.
Will. Okay.
He'll be the most challenging for you.
So we have. It seems only 4 people suggested. Unless I missed. Okay. Yeah.
Galahound19 asks, how is the synopsis redraw coming along, and what do you think of Atomic Cowgirl? Interesting name.
Yeah. Galahound19, I am a little behind schedule for next week's video, admittedly. Something came up while I was working on it, and I had to take care of that before coming immediately to the stream. So it is started. It's not where I would like it to be as of right now. But the characters I'm drawing are picked, and the first one has begun, and I really enjoyed your character design and lore. I did see the extra comment with the backstory. So, I do apologize. I didn't really respond to anyone's comments in that post. Sorry about that. I last week was a lot to deal with, but be sure I did see everyone's. I read through them all, and they were all really good.
Arx suggested Sir Petius or whatever.
Serpentius, got it. Okay.
Petius.
So now we're past 4, and we can throw them in the wheel because Nikolai said they prefer the wheel because when you did your character fusion, it picked Cassie Cage and Ida, which they enjoy.
Oh, okay. Well, it was just pure random luck, but no.
Yeah.
Ven asks, if any of your narrators had social media or a gamer tag, what would their username be?
I saw this earlier, and I was trying to think of an answer. I might need a little bit more time.
So Nexum's would be Dino Claw Rules. Velocities might be Dino Gal or Orange, just Orange.
Just Orange.
Yep. Aaronfold would be Slayers with a Z at the end, but he wouldn't know how to spell it, so Nexum would have to set the account up. He's not technically. Demonica would probably be Hellfire. Well, Dino Dinoclaw would probably be some form of dinosaur. Just the actual scientific name for the dinosaur as well, just to everybody think what. Loki would just be Loki. He wouldn't hide it. He'd just be Loki. Ashana would just be Godslayer. I don't think any of them would hide it from the bad guys.
Right.
I think that's it for the ones who would probably use it currently at the moment.
Yes. I will answer mine in a second. I do want to spin the wheel first. Boop. Boop. All right. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? All right. The character I know nothing about.
Oh, well, Resident Evil, here we go. That'll be an interesting one. Callahan 19 says, oh, demonstrate, while you're here, could you tell me how your sibling community redraws come along? It's scripted, they're all selected, I've drawn one, I've got a lot more to draw, I've got to record it, but it's technically on track as long as I get the drawings done. KyngPin looks very concerned.
I looked up William Birkin, and it reminded me of something. I saw a zombie movie from years ago, and for the life of me, I cannot remember what it was called. And I thought it might have been a Resident Evil movie, but I'm not. The results are iffy at best.
Yeah, which image are you going with? Because his changed forms make it very hard to do a facial expression.
Yeah, that is definitely true. However,
there's kind of a final form. There's a final form that's kind of got eyes on the shoulder, but it has a face.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how you're going to draw it, but I'll just fire it to you in the Discord. The one that I found. It's kind of like the
Yeah.
So let me open that image in a new tab and then just.
Yep.
It's that second one.
Oh.
I've just been.
Interesting.
That's got more of a face than the others.
Yeah. I think there's a few where it's like a middle point between human and monster, so I think that's probably going to be the best way for me to go. Oh, you are a big picture.
Fazbear, but water's not wet.
Oh boy.
I'm just confusing Fazbear now. Water's not wet.
I got my work cut out for me for this one.
We describe it as wet, but technically it's not wet. Wet is the state of something covered in water. Water can't be wet because it's water. That's it, I broke chat's brains. They've stopped working. Water's not wet. What?
Alright. Narrator social media gamer tags for me.
Just thinking about this guy being next to the Archon demon. Maybe a Resident Evil infected character would look scared next to one of them. Especially the one that, one of the ones that can, infect things.
Oh yeah, Cypheramorph. One of those.
Yeah, it's like TV heads here. Where's the other one? Oh, and FazbearEntertainment.exe is now offline. I broke them.
You've broken chat. Alright, let's see. Social media. L would be, or 50 would definitely be Dev L, because 51 would have set it up for him, because 51 would 100% be opposed to having a social media, if social media is even possible in hell. Who else do I have? Katie? Oof, I know nothing of Katie. I know nothing of my own character, that makes sense. Oh my god, what would Katie be? Nope, don't have an answer for Katie. Ivan would be yeah. I don't like this question. I can't think. Ivan would probably be like Alien Hunter 06, because Alien Hunter was already taken. Professor Marcus Plague would be Professor Marcus Plague. No spaces, no dots, no nothing. Also, I think Professor Marcus Plague would totally have one of those, like, people who make accounts for their pets. Professor Marcus Plague would 100% make a... Professor Marcus Plague's or Instagram, social media, whatever, would probably be handle Professor Marcus Plague, except it would keep getting taken down because he keeps posting about the different SCPs. And the foundation was just gotta be like, you gotta stop doing this, dude. You can't be showing the internet SCPs. We kill people for doing that. And then he's got, like, he'll have in his bio, like, Finsta account, Duck Scare 01 or something like that.
Hey nerd, just popped in to see who KyngPin was drawing. You all are so cruel. I love it. We're giving him a hard time today.
Yeah. It's alright. I said we could have possibly finished in this one, so sure, it makes sense to suggest the most detailed character ever.
Nikolai says, Dempsey, what are your thoughts on Transformers having designs similar to human warriors, like ninjas, samurais, knights, mercenaries, etc.? And which character would describe human warriors? I think that would fit in quite well with the Transformers. I'm not sure what they transform into, but in the movies, I did quite like the samurai or the ninja ones. But I'm a fan of G1, so they are pretty much like human warriors with their initial designs for the robots. They're more human. Kind of like the Junkyard Scrap guys are probably the closest things to human warriors that you'd get for like anything like a samurai or anything. But yeah, I quite like the idea. I'm also thinking of maybe redoing. I know I've got members things to do and stuff that I'm planning, but I'm also thinking of potentially doing revamping my childhood cartoons, which would be fun. And drawing them more modernized in my style. But I was also noticing a lot of similarities between classic iconic things. For example, I watched Aquaman 2, and he has the trident, and he holds it up to his face, and he summons all the sea creatures by looking through the line of the trident. And basically, that's the Lion-O Thundercat like main poster image of him looking through the curve of the sword. And it's basically, you can tell it looks so cool in that they decided to do that in the movie. It's like, but as he was doing like that in Aquaman, I was just imagining him going like, sea creatures, you know, because it's originally the Thundercats one. It's like, you can't take that away. Everybody nowadays be like, oh no, it's Aquaman. It's like, no, they stole it from here. Look.
Oh yeah.
I'd be like, no, they stole it from Aquaman. It's like, dude, seriously, this was done in the 80s. How could they steal it from a 2014 or some film? You do the math.
I'd rather not do math. Ooh.
1 + 1 doesn't equal 2.
I'm gonna have to move you over. You are invading psychopedalic space.
No, I haven't gone behind it.
Oh, that actually is going to be a bad idea.
So it looks like he's looked over his shoulder and gone, you doing here? Dempsey, time travel. Technically, time travel. Well, we're currently time traveling regardless anyway, because each passing moment we travel through time to the next moment, and we are 8 minutes behind the universe. So since the dawn of time, recorded history is 8 minutes backwards. So whatever we know is recorded in history, we've actually traveled 8 minutes in the past of what we can't account for 8 minutes of the universe.
Wait, really?
Yeah, because the light from the sun takes 8 minutes to get to Earth. So from anything we see and we have recorded, we're always 8 minutes behind anything recorded history.
My stream is 8 minutes delayed? That's horrible.
What do you mean? Hey, you think time travel's best up? I actually time traveled. I finished my stream, posted it on my community tab, and it still had me drawing it live. You do the math.
Yeah, you were like 20 minutes behind, right? Or the stream was like 20
Seriously,
minutes
yeah, I had to wait 20 minutes for the stream to catch up, just leaving it going till I got to the end point before I can end it, so I don't lose those 20 minutes. But I finished and posted it while the stream was still doing 20 minutes, and people were still talking to me about stuff 20 minutes ago, and I'm like, wait, what?
That's really weird.
Yeah. So, Arc, Dempsey time travel, yes. Also, technically speaking, time travel isn't linear, like straight forward, straight backwards.
Yeah.
And I had a weird theory about time travel, and it would explain ghosts and supernatural stuff, but it's really, really, really insane theory, and it probably wouldn't make as much sense to do on the stream.
You gotta stop blowing chat's mind. I need them to show up for the video tomorrow.
You're talking too serious. It's supposed to be a joke, Dempsey. Yeah, but I'm being serious. KyngPin can vouch for it. That stream, I traveled through time. I posted it while everyone else was watching me draw it. It's actually recorded.
Yeah, that's not a live stream anymore.
Halfway through that went from live stream to I am a Time Lord.
Kind of just guessworking my way through the monstrosity that is this character design. This emotion reference is not even viable anymore. If we were using Transformers Prime characters, Megatron as a gladiator, Optimus Prime would be a knight, a Kree, an assassin, Ratchet a war medic, and Wheeljack would be a ninja. You've just brought up names, Nikolai, that I haven't heard in years. I used to be really big on Transformers when I was growing up, but I haven't done much with them in a long time.
Megatron is a gladiator. Well, Megatron originally is a gladiator.
Oh, okay.
That's Cybertronian History 101. Megatron was in the Colosseum of the Gladiators before there's two factions, and then he decided he'd fight to free the Cybertronian brothers, which is what he got Orion Pax, Optimus Prime's original name before he became Prime. He was just a bookkeeper. They both decided they'd free the Autobots from whatever was happening above or over it all. And then they ended up having a difference on the best way to do that, and that became the Transformers, Autobots, Decepticons, entire civil war across the whole planet, because their two factions grew between all of the Cybertronians. So the original story is Megatron is from is a gladiator from the Colosseums on Cybertron.
Oh.
Optimus Prime was a bookworm, which explains why Prime's really good at strategy and Megatron's really good at just full brute forcing everything, quite frankly. He's got some strategy. So yeah, it would be quite interesting on that one. Ben says, oh my god, guys, Dempsey might be another doctor. Yeah, I'm not the doctor, I'm the drawer. Fazbear says it's like that time thing from Dragon Ball Super. Kinda. Potentially. But yeah. And to be honest, Dempsey would be a cool Time Lord. Of course I would. Other than fixed points in time, I'd be messing around with everything.
Alright. Not bad. I like the way this is coming out. Of course, this is simply a sketch. Once we get to line art, it might not look so pretty.
Yes, he's got a face only a mother would love. It's kind of hard to tell if he's terrified of the virus taking him over or seeing Popcorn trapped in a screen crying.
Yeah, as I draw it, it does look like it's a reaction to what's going on overall, which is actually pretty cool. It kind of makes it work so that it could stand alone as its own thing. How much time do I have? I would say an hour arc. I don't know if I have the time to go longer than our usual 3, hours. I had intended to before today got away from me.
I will be back in a moment.
Sounds good. Any anime suggestions? I currently have One Piece, Death Note, Berserk, Dragon Ball, My Hero, Pokemon Adventure. Any manga suggestions? I would recommend Soul Eater. That is one that I'm currently reading, and I really like it. At a certain point, it gets to be nothing like the anime, but I find that just to be a new experience, so I've been enjoying it. I actually have to pick up another volume soon, because I'm coming to the end of this one. But, yeah, I recommend Soul Eater, and then if you like that, Fire Force is by the same creator. I personally haven't read that one, but it's on my list. This is for everyone to pick up Helk, whether it's anime or the manga I find good. Oh, thank you, Ven. I'll have to check it out. Could you give a brief synopsis of what it's about to see if anyone else in chat would be interested in possibly reading it? I accidentally deleted my message. Oops. You're all good. Anyone here heard of a show called Turning Me Car? No. I have not heard of it, Nikolai. What's that one about? Excuse me. I am tired. I want to go eat. Turning Me Card is about toy cars that turn into robots, but with cards. I don't know the full plot, but you can watch the show on YouTube. Plus, I would be interested with you doing a video about that. Interesting. I'll have to take a look at it real quick in a second. Because you said it's on YouTube, so it should be relatively easy to find. Ugh. Why am I so tired? Ugh. Drawing detail is exhausting. More like toy cars that turn into giant robots. Ooh. Sounds interesting. Hey KyngPin, can you do a video on my second favorite YouTube series ever, Welcome to Dream World? I would have to definitely do some research if I were to do that. Because I'm not too familiar. Welcome to Dream World. Oh, is it a YouTube series? These are relatively shorter. Well, some of them are shorter episodes.
What did I miss?
We're talking about some small YouTube series. Turning Me Card. I don't know if I'm saying it right. And Welcome to Dream World were two that were brought up. I'm not familiar with either, but they look pretty cool.
Yeah, never heard of them.
This while trying,
lovely character.
Yep, while trying not to be tired. It's by Rainbot. Awesome. Thank you for the information. If I have some time after the stream, I will check out an episode, because usually right after the stream, I am eating, and then it's back to work. What was that, Dempsey?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay.
My mic was muted, so you might have heard a click, 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 click.
Ah, gotcha.
I think.
I have a weird question. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you go first. You got a weird question. It sounds better than my question.
I was just reading
weird.
arcs. When is D&D going to be, or ever will be? That's a good question, Arc. Unfortunately, I don't think I can answer it at the moment. I just haven't gotten around to planning it. Things have been a little hectic. Just overall, boss levels been air quotes behind schedule. KyngPin Creations. My videos are technically taking longer than they have in the past, so I'm just trying to figure out everything going on at the moment. But I haven't forgotten about it, and would love to do it at some point in the future. I just gotta get things back to a better equilibrium than what they currently are at the moment. And Dempsey, you said you had a question? Weird question?
Question for chat, because I'm curious on this, because we spoke a little bit about this before the stream actually started, I think last week. If one of us were to do something like the Akashi records in our lore, is chat most likely to associate it with Popcross's uses of it, or the actual fact we're using it because of the real mythology behind it in our story, even though the way it's used is similar? Because we've been asking, because the question is, if a creator does something first and the creator uses it but with their own spin, will you as the viewers in chat associate it with, say, Popcross did it first, Popcross using it, or will it be a case of you'll just accept the fact that we've used it because we used it and we're not copying? Because it's very interesting for the whole concept of it, and I guess it's an important question for us as other artists in the group to understand, you know, what's the interpretation of us using it to whether we actually use it in future or not. For the context that's the right context of using it, not the fact that you guys want to see it because Popcross used it. If that makes sense.
Right.
So I'm just wondering what chat would say about that.
Yeah, that's a good question. I know personally I heard it from Popcross before I knew it was a thing, so I feel like that would influence my experience of it a little bit.
Yeah, because I know the records exist because it's supposed to be the whole universal record. Everything that it would happen, has happened, shall happen, did happen, is all recorded in a library somewhere. It's almost like the whole prophecy thing where, you know, like the whole Nostradamus, everything's recorded. Even us having this conversation now is being recorded at the point of us having this conversation.
Right.
Yeah, no, that makes sense, Thunderbirds fan. Because you put, I do writing and it's okay for anyone to do a snip off my story. Which, yeah, I get it's completely fine to do it. It's just asking chat their views, because I know there were some people in chat which will then turn around and go, Popcross did it in this, or Popcross did it this way, or something, and be referencing how I've done it with, or an artist has done it with how Popcross has done it, not the fact that the artist has done it for the fact of their story and where they're going with it. That makes sense. So it's, you know, how big a percentage of it will be comparing, or how big a percentage will be actually just accepting it for the fact it's been done that way, even if someone else has mentioned it or done it first. Because I know full well anything that's mythological or anything, of course, there's no problem if we do it a similar way to he's done it. He's said plenty of times to us before he thinks it's cool us doing our own version of it, a spin on it, or twist to it in our own way, as long as it's not a straight copy. That's right. Which is completely understandable.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I'm not worried about it. I just wanted to ask the question because I also just said in this conversation, and KyngPin vouched for it, if I decide to use it, I'm going to use it regardless what anyone else thinks. It's just a case of I wanted to ask the question out there. KyngPin sleepy. Let's sing him a lullaby with a quack square in the middle of it.
I don't know. I'm not there today. It has been a day, apparently.
Nikolai says, Dempsey, have you heard about Transformers Rise of Unicron, a fan film currently in production? It finishes the Bayverse and it's actually canon, and Hasbro allows it. I haven't heard of it. I know that Unicorn rose in some of the Transformers Prime and those 3D animated series. Didn't realise about the it was actually going to be a fan-made version of it. Although I did always wonder what happened to those bits of Unicron that stuck out of the earth when they came to the next movie after that. They didn't mention it properly. They didn't finish it off. It was like, really?
Imagine the characters of the crazy artist Alexis the Reaper, Nexon, Dino D, Dreamweaver, and Professor Marcus Plague teaming up if, say, Eldronach invaded more worlds than Multiverse Tales. Which one is Eldronach? I think I added letters there. Well, I got Elder Brook, a musical artist. That's probably not what you meant. Archon Demon of Horror. Oh, he's the Archon Studios. No, Archon Popcross Studios. There we go. He's the big one, right? Yeah, he's the main guy. Gotcha. I don't know how well Professor Marcus Plague would do there. Just saying. I have a feeling that Popcross has come up with some way to make him, to make Eldrock immune to Duck Scare.
Next, we'll probably have a mech armor that's based on Aaronfold, and then just let that go to sound with him. Probably would just be Aaronfold coming out of a mech armor that came along with Nexon.
Funny art guys, we need to do another collab soon.
Depends when we're free.
Yeah.
That's all I can say on that one. We have mentioned several we'd like to do, but it doesn't always tie in with when we're free or what we can actually get done based on what we've got.
And it wasn't that long since our last one. It was like a few months, not even a few months ago. It was last month.
It was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
Something like that. Because it was the day Deadpool.
3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago, it was the X-Men ones that we did with Deadpool and Wolverine coming out. Yeah, we did it on a Friday 3 weeks ago. So it's been about a month, not even a month.
We can't be all collabs all the time. That would ruin the specialness of it.
Yeah, we just have to make a new channel. Funny art, guys. That's it. All our personal channels are on hold.
That's not a horrible idea. I would actually be so down for that.
Yeah, but I'm not putting the personal channel on hold. We've worked too hard on these.
Oh yeah, no. Not just yet, but managing a second channel as a group would be pretty cool. Alright, cheating a little bit on the overall just design or the colors of this, but I can get away with that. KyngPin, are you planning to do another synopsis redraw video in the future? It depends how well received the first one is. I want to see how people like this before I determine if it can get another episode, or if it will get another episode, I should say. And I haven't really done enough on it to see how I personally like it. Like I said, I started it, but then I got called away from something, so I only like the sketch into the first drawing, which is definitely not enough to determine if I enjoy doing the video.
So basically, guys, when you watch our videos, don't skip through parts. Watch them through completely if you like the video, instead of skipping to see what the art is, the final art, or what's been done, or skipping past the story. Because if a video we've got has a small amount of people watching it and just skipping through for the artwork, we're not going to know you like it. Even if you put a like on the video, or you put comments on it, we won't know you like it unless you're actually watching it. Once you're watching it and we know you like it, we can make more of it, because we've got all the signs. You'd have liked it, you'd have put a comment, you'd have watched it all the way through, you might even comment about the story, and that's how we know you guys are enjoying it, you like the content, and we can do more of that type of video on the channel instead of moving on to try something else. And then everybody goes, why don't you bring back that series? It's like, because you didn't let us know you liked it in the first place.
Yep.
It's a bit of a catch-22, but just think of it that way. If you're skipping through to see the artwork in the video, we don't know you're liking the story, because all we see in retention is a spikes left, right, and centre where you dip in and out.
Yeah. YouTube from the back end is not as glamorous as it is from the front.
No. Nikolai says, if Popcross was to retire, who do you think is the better replacement? What, out of us? Or...
Benny Sharp.
Yeah, that's it. Benny's taking over. Or off screen. He's off screen, you don't see him. Yeah, I gotta say, I'm definitely the oldest out of all the funny art guys. I'm older than Popcross. So, Nikolai, rephrase the question. If Dempsey was to retire, who do you think would be the better replacement? And then we can all just say Popcross and be done with it, yeah? And then I can get into do my channel and I'll just, retire.
Not a bad strategy.
Yeah. I don't think he'll fall for it, though. Oh, Ark asked me this on my stream on Monday. KyngPin, do you think Ark's artwork is worth $15 or more? Just asking.
Is worth $15 or more? Like,
yeah. If he was to sell it, if Ark was to sell it, do you think that artwork is worth at least $15?
I would say so. I mean, first off, my answer is definitely more. Taking into account skill and the speed at which you are able to get them done, Ark, you should be charging at least double that amount. Especially for how, like, if you were doing a character and like just a character, no background or anything, that would be like 15, 20, 25, I would say. But your full render pieces with a background and everything, that's gotta at least go for like 45, 50.
You see, I said this to Ark on Monday about it, saying, upper body or a headshot 15, and upper body, top torso bit 25, higher for the full picture and that. They're like, what? Seriously, you can sell it for $25? Well, yeah, you could easily sell it for. I've seen people that aren't that don't do as much art as you do in your illustrations, and they sell headshots for 30, 40 quid, 50
Yeah.
quid, like $50. That's before you even get to a full body shot on a commission. It's your character. And I said, put your prices at that, because have a lower price that you go down to, which is like your 15 for your headshots, your base price. You can do it on a case-by-case basis if you want to for somebody. If you're doing, you know, they're doing it in bulk, so you do give them a discount or something, so it works out cheaper or whatever. Do your commissions and that, have a set price, and if people want it, they will pay for it.
Yes, exactly.
If they don't want it, they'll try and haggle you down. But have a base price for each one that you go down by like $10 on each original cost for each version, and then have that. Or because of the time you take to knock them out, and the more detailed the piece, the higher the price. The more characters in it, the higher the price.
Yeah. Yeah. Arc, definitely do not sell yourself short.
Yeah, because I've done a few Comic Cons, and I've definitely priced myself shorter to try and match the people there, because they priced theirs so low. And some of them I feel I should have been actually pricing it a bit higher. And then I usually start high and drop by the end of the day.
Yeah.
With deals.
That's not a bad strategy.
Had one guy go to buy the original artwork that I also did as like scanned and printed off some photo paper small versions, and his mates were like, "But why you want to buy that for 20 quid when you can get that one for a £5?" He goes, "Yeah, but look at the detail on this." And that, he goes, "Hey, can you hold it for me?" Because they said, "Do you take card?" I go, "I don't have no way of taking cards." I said, "No, it's just, I'm afraid, just cash. Can you hold it to me?" I said, "Yeah, I'll hold it till the end of the day." And he went, he ran off to a cash point, and he came back with the cash about an hour later for the picture. He wanted it. He wanted to spend the money on it. Despite his mates saying no, he bought the A3 illustration, because he Dragon Ball illustration that I did, because he loved it. He said, "Just look at all the things on it." He just wanted it. Took it. It's like, if they want it, they will buy it. They will even run to a cash point, however far, 20 minutes, 30 minutes down the road, and then run back to get it if they really want it.
That's awesome.
So put your prices at what you think they are, but also have a drop down price the lowest you'll spend on it, and then work on it that way.
Yeah.
Arc, it's the same thing as us. If we were to price it, we wouldn't know what to price it at. Yet I've seen artists who are nowhere near as good as the artist group, and they price it at such a high price it's ridiculous that people actually spend the money on it.
Yeah. And then now you got people doing AI with all the big prices.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Alright, from a distance, this does not look too bad.
That's where Entertainment says, "Arc, are you high? Your art is amazing." No, but the art prices should be.
Yeah, definitely.
KyngPin, you got to turn this emotion chart into an NFT when you're finished.
Oh.
One version only, all the characters on it, never replicated, never resold, high price value.
I feel like there might be some problematic implications. Actually, I don't know that because I don't know enough about copyright. But with other people's original characters, would that not be problematic? Well, I mean, it's an NFT, so it's problematic from the start, but... I don't know. I don't really know where the lines of legality fall to when selling fan art.
It depends. At least it'll depend, because it depends on how much you're getting from it and how much attention it gets.
True. Alright, flatting looks to be done. How long have we been going? 2.5 hours? Alright, we could probably finish this one today. I don't know if we'll be able to get to our next one. Last check, Fazbear Entertainment. I've never even tried any types of those. My closest part is pure energy drink. Wait, what is KyngPin drawing? Yeah, I believe Ben answered. We've added William Birkin from Resident Evil to the list, along with where are my reference images? Along with Link down here, Caden King. I like the green in Link, but I don't know. Something about Link feels off. He feels like stylistically disconnected from the rest of them for some reason.
I think it's... Go back to him. I think it's just the lack of detail. He's just really plain compared to the complexity on most of the other characters.
Oh, that's true. Especially right next to Aaronfold and Dreamweaver. Like, there's a lot going on in both of those, and Link's a little more plain, for lack of a better word. And then we got this guy.
Question for you, KyngPin.
Yep.
Genuine question. Just think about it. Do you feel sometimes that you can't, without the sounding wrong, that you can't or you're not motivated to do something in a character's in a similar fashion to, say, like the Archon Demons? Everybody wants like us to create almost our own Archon Demons or do something with them, or you know, fuse them together on our channels or do something, and you feel like, one, that's someone else's creation, you can't do it, but two, it'd be really cool to put our own characters down, but what do we call them? Because effectively, once you just find out what they can do, they are Archon Demons.
Yeah. It is very similar to what you asked before to the Akashnik records.
The Akashi records, yeah, but it's kind of like from the artist's perspective now.
Yeah.
Flip the coin the other way.
Yeah. I mean, even like just basic things like the multiverse, I'm like, do I want to do that? Because like, I've been trying to find a way to get all my characters to explain their coexistence in a different way. Even though, only just because I feel like with Marvel and everything, like the multiverse is like, there's a lot of it going on. I haven't really been able to come up with anything, but like even things as simple as that, where like it's fair game to have a multiverse in your storyline. I'm still iffy about even doing stuff like that. So 100% what you're saying, except to like the 11th degree for me.
Yeah, I find it small when I go to a topic like, I think, oh, let's go back to the one video I did where I was venomizing benten aliens, and then I'm at it, and I just type in YouTube for the search venomizing benten aliens, and then I find, oh, Podcast has done a whole thing on this originally where you did design notes before stories, and I'm like, great, so is that an idea I can't do? Because someone's going to go, well, yeah, this was done by such and such first. It's like, yeah, but this is my version. I mean, I can still do it, but at the same time, I want to be respectful to the person who's just did it originally.
Yeah.
I don't just blatantly go and go, ta-da.
Oh, no, definitely. Well, before, so, as you know what the topic for tomorrow's video is, but I did have a struggle trying to pick what to turn said characters into that wasn't done by any of you before. But even, like, before we had the artist chat and stuff, like, before I even got the shout out from Popcross, so I didn't even know if I was in his radar per se. I had the idea to do Five Nights at Freddy's Venomized, and then it was coming out like the week or 2 weeks after Popcross did a Five Nights at Freddy's video where he turned them into Marvel superheroes, and after I had started working on that video, I almost said Kaufmo. It wasn't Kaufmo. He turned Sun and Moon. He put Sun and Moon in a Venom symbiote storyline. I'm like, well, I've already started, so I really don't want to back out, but, like, now it looks like I'm copying off of his idea.
I've had the exact same thing. I thought of the concept, but because it takes longer for me to do it, and I would have came up with the idea at the same time as he has, I've released a video, and he's like, I've been writing the script and that, and he drops a video on the Monday, and I've been writing it for the Friday to do the drawing at the end of the week, and it's all of a sudden it's like, I was going to do that. It's like the concept, I was going to do that, not the characters, but the concept. It's like, now I'm going to change it, so what else can I turn them into? Oh my god, I started the script now.
And I think the same exact thing might have happened with Amazing Venomized Circus 2. I forget the timeline of that video, because Venomized Circus was a commenter suggestion, so it wasn't fully my idea to do it. But I can't remember if that came out before or after Popcross did it. I can only imagine it was after.
Yeah, I mean, I am now in the mindset of, if I'm going to do it, whether he drops it or not, I'm just going to do it. If it drops at the same time, fair enough, and type thing and stuff. But it's sometimes when you get the comments saying like, oh, Popcross did this, and you're like, yeah, but and why?
Yeah, I think I've been fortunate. I don't think I've gotten many, if any, of those. I was worried I would get it on the Five Nights or Amazing Digital Circus ones, but overall, I think I've been safe. It's also been almost a year at this point, so memory could be foggy.
Gallahan19's got a good question, actually. And this also shows how we've gone down different routes because of the fact that the creators have created something. I've got a question. Popcross has the Archons, Dempsey has Loki, so what main villain will you have for your series? I could answer that, and it would Spoilers?
Well, no, it wouldn't even be spoilers. It would literally be something made up completely on the spot.
And then you stuck to it, yeah?
Yeah, but I'm kind of trying to take my time. I really don't want to end up like the DCEU, because it is very tempting to just be like, all right, let's put all of these characters together, because Popcross and Dempsey and Nerd and Knight have already done them, because they've been going at it longer than I have. But I feel like that would only hurt the channel, like hurt the story in the long run. So, Gallahan, what I have right now is I have certain arcs for each narrator or set of narrators. For most of them, I have a way I want their initial first story to go, really before I even think about teaming them up with anyone else. just because, and then this goes the other way, because I don't want to spend too long developing a character where people just get to the point where like, well, nothing happens with this narrator, why would I bother watching this video? So I'm in the process of balancing out developing the characters and their storylines before dropping some bombshells and getting the plot moving. So unfortunately, I don't have a big bad at the moment. I barely even have a team of superheroes at the moment.
Yeah, and Demonica stole a trading page, so you know your team of two's in trouble.
Yeah, I gotta figure out how I pick up their storyline.
Well, we left it open to multiple bits, or you could just make it a bad dream.
Yeah.
But yeah, Gallagher 19 but Ben said also, what is the main villain of Nerd story and Night story? I don't generally know. I don't know if they've got a main villain.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. At least not that comes to memory immediately.
Yeah. I mean, I just dropped a little bit of a future development thing. I know I've got Loki, but there are other things I've planned happening in a future video that will expand on Loki and other aspects coming up, which are for the bad guy side.
Okay.
And I've got a way I'm going to go with some of it, but there's nothing actually set. But Loki is the main villain because Loki's the only villain everybody's known. Right. Technically speaking, if you think about it, in the multiverse world the characters come from, there's got to be, and the Ben 10 from Earth 666 is another villain because he destroyed the Department of Multiverse Matters. He went on a massacre. He's pretty much the bigger villain out of the two, to be honest. But there are things where the backstories need to tie in, and there's things where in the universes, there's got to be more bad guys than just those two.
Right. Just
logically speaking, you know, whether I introduce anything new is different, but there's got to be more.
Yeah. KyngPin, is the narrator dragon guy gonna be a full character? King, I guess you'll just have to wait until the redraw for that answer. The answer is yes. The dragon character is another one who I have a first overarching story for before I do anything with anything else with them and other people. I'm genuinely happy with actually how this came out rendering wise. That looks really fleshy and disgusting. But yes, the dragon narrator character I have a plan for. I just have to get over my fear of drawing dragons. Because beast-like things... I didn't know you
had that fear.
What?
I didn't realize you had that fear of drawing dragons.
It's not really a fear, it's just that like mental block of like, ooh, I don't know if I'm capable of doing this. Just because like beasts are a new realm for me, sort of, so to speak. That, like, xenomorphs, transformers, they're all just like, wow, I look at them and they're very detailed, and there's a mental hurdle I have to get over to start drawing them.
I'm going to give you a helping hand. If you can see that link, let me know.
Oh, not in the right place. There we go. Yes.
Can you view it?
Oh,
Or not?
It has taken me just to
Pinterest.
Yeah. Was there a specific page on Pinterest or just the homepage?
It was a board to do, but I don't know if you can.
Oh, okay, there we go. Wait, yes?
Should have 135 pins called dragons. I know there's characters in there, but these are my references when I draw dragons.
I think this is... my Pinterest, or I don't know if this is the universal Pinterest experience. There are so many ads that are blended into it, I can rarely tell what's actually part of it and what's an ad, but I think I can see it correctly.
You should see like hands on the first one, then dragon, a combination of like dragons and characters and weird anime style dragons and stuff. But if you keep scrolling down to the early ones, you see line arts for the dragons, or how to draw the poses, and details of claws, reptilian faces and stuff, which you might find useful.
Okay.
I mean, we can sort it more afterwards. I just thought I'd share
Yeah.
it with you and see if you
Every time I click on the link, I get something different, so I think it's just bringing me... Yeah, the URL says error in it, so...
I'll probably need to find you on Pinterest then.
I can look after the stream and see what it is.
Just make it public, it's fine. There's now a public board, you might be able to view it.
Gotcha.
It's got a different URL though.
Yeah, okay, now something actually came up even in Discord.
Yeah, so that's most likely... You'll know it because on the second row you see like this big shark like dragon thing in the
Yeah,
middle.
I see it now.
Cool. These are my dragon references I've collected, and the even Godzilla's in there. But you've also got different poses for like creatures that look like reptiles and stuff they can use. And if you
okay.
scroll further down, you have basic shapes or claw shapes and flying poses and stuff, as well as really detailed pictures to bounce between them. But it might give you a starting point. Even how to draw a dragon head from the side is in there.
Okay.
Some of the images in there are just... I've been on Pinterest and it defaults to dragons. When I hit save, I'm like, oh, so I've got to put another board. But there's a few things in there that might help, or at least be a starting point.
Right. Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
I use Pinterest a lot to find reference of poses.
Yeah, I've done that before. I feel like I need to get back into it. Because references are very helpful. I'm just forget to look at them sometimes.
Yeah, I've had to make a habit of doing that more and finding them and building these libraries so that whenever I do a dragon video, I don't have to try and remember it off the top of my head, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I'll do a video. I did. Wait, what dragon did I draw last time? Or what was it called dragon? Or what started this? And I've got to find it all.
Yeah, even like the basic types of like what was it, like 8 types of dragons I think there are. I gotta research more into.
Yeah, wyverns, drakes don't always have wings, which is why they're more like dogs than dragons. But it's weird, but they are a species of dragons, or a subspecies, which are valid within the community.
If you think about it, Bayverse Optimus Prime Night Design would kind of look like... okay. Interesting.
Yeah, what we're doing that, chat's gone on their own tangent.
Yeah. Not quite sure what to do with that information, Nikolai. I probably won't be looking it up, I'll tell you that.
I'm more concerned about the Imagine Godzilla, unless that's what you just read.
No. What's that one?
Nikolai's put Imagine Godzilla wearing Barbie clothes with the hair and dress and stuff.
Oh.
I'm sure in an old cartoon they had Godzuki, a small Godzilla thing, dress up with a wig or something, but, you know, not 100% sure if I'm just imagining some crazy fan art or something, but yeah.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Ben, I think we don't need to give you help, we just need to see you draw these. Magical girl Heath Hurricane Reynolds popped into my head last night. Help. No, just draw it. Get it out your head, draw it.
Yep, that sounds awesome.
Didn't Popcross make a Popcross dragon? No, I made a Popcross dragon in my Phobias of Dragons because someone jokingly put a fear of Popcrossophobia or something. Or Christian Pearsonophobia or something random like that as a joke. And I said, why not? And I drew him as a dragon wearing a Canadian clad fit with a puppet of Popcross and a puppet of Benny Sharp being formed when Nexon went in to see what it was. Saying, wait, he's just a figment of this guy's imagination type thing. And it's like, yeah. Popcross did a Dragon Zoner back in 2020. I want to know when my video was now. I'm pretty sure it wasn't in 2020. I know which one it was because it's got a picture of him on the thumbnail.
Yeah.
I was hoping that was a year ago. Okay, yeah, so.
Yeah, I know Popcross did a lot of I know there was a My Hero Spider Sona.
Pokemon One, the gym leader with his stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Lethal Company's already on fee 61.
Oh, wow.
No Goopy Goblin. Everyone's like, what the hell is Goopy? Oh, the thumbnail of the weird thing you've got to carry in. Oh my god, that's going to be so annoying as a mechanic when you're on speed runs.
Oh boy.
Yeah, and tomorrow's video will be the cover of the Vigilance book, going all out for it. Also, part 1 of the finale is 36 minutes, and part 2 is my longest video, over 48 minutes. The finale is basically movie length. Ha 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 ha. Popcross. Damn.
Was this one of the community posts?
Yeah, 5 hours ago, but it's like part 1's 36 minutes, part 2 of the finale is his longest video ever, 48 minutes, so it's basically a full feature-length movie.
Oh, good. So much to catch up on.
I'm going to watch it when I'm in the mood to watch it if it's that long. No disrespect to him, it's just, it's too much for me to sit down in one go between everything else I've got to do.
I might have to watch that one in segments.
Oh my god, I didn't even see his post from yesterday.
The 16,000 words or something like that?
Yeah! Oh my god!
I don't know how much I usually write on a video, but I know it's vastly inferior to that amount.
Let me have a look at my last one. Because Google has the word count in it, doesn't it? So if I go to the... okay, my What If Deadpool Broke the Universe one. Yeah? The Xenoverse one.
Right.
Tools... Word count. That one only had 2,000 words.
Oh.
that was like my Deadpool talking without the sound effects and everything else going through it. My latest video that I did last time, so the other video,
Right.
I dropped, so fighting the Ben 10 dragons, 1,998. So I'm like about 10%, 10 to 20% of what he's done. Holy.
Tomorrow's video.
Going out with a bang. I think the computer's going out with a bang.
Tomorrow's video, 1951. And that's including a pretty wordy outro from what I usually write.
Oh, I got to see what my redraw is at. That's probably the longest one I've done in a while. That would be the best one to do. Here we go. Fine. I got to copy it into a new Word document though to be able to find it. So we go from.
I would love a Vigilance comic book. Yeah, then me too.
Oh, this is going to be interesting. Oh, let's say hopefully. I know this has some bits in it that are for me to do there'll be more of the things in the count. It's not just the words of the characters. But in theory, because it's just the script bit, tools, word count. That's 4,072. I'm getting there.
Nice.
That's just for my redraw.
How many pages is that?
That's come down to 13 pages.
Wow, I can't imagine how many pages his is then.
He's already over 100 or something pages with it. Easily, he put in his Patreon post a while back, so like 255 pages or something. With the artwork in as well, obviously. But he's going to be.
Yeah.
His sum might be 3,000 odd. It's insane. We're talking about books, guys. In case you haven't realised it, just comparing the difference in the volumes of our content coming out, because the word that he put in there are just insane.
Unfortunately, I have to put you behind D2.
You're behind bars. Actually, that works quite nice. Yeah, that looks quite nice behind there. It's hard to tell with the little arm bit going around it or the other bit with the bold stroke.
It's actually... It's...
Yeah, move him over, depending what character we've got on B2.
Yeah. Cool.
Or to be or not to be. And then he's heard the joke and gone.
Alright, I have to check one thing before I determine where we go from here. Imagine all of Popcross's work to be animated like Zenless Zone Zero, very bouncy and expressive. That is a question. What? I've seen stuff about it. I have no idea what this Zenless Zone Zero thing is.
It's a game. It's the game where the guy's talking to the two guns. It's basically like Billy the Kid with two guns. He's like a cross between a mech Xeno and Devil May Cry with guns. It's kind of like a mech guy, but he's got the red jacket like Devil May Cry and the grey hair, but it's spiky instead.
Right.
Oh, showcase time, isn't it?
It sure is. Let me count, see how many people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I can't post what I'm working on.
8.
It's video content. I can't post it. It's spoilers.
Okay, there's 8 people.
Wait, I thought Ben and Arco posted theirs. I can't see them in there.
I see Sven is from earlier today before the stream started. There is Arcs isn't in yet.
Oh.
That's a good. I forgot about that. So that'll make it 9.
Oh, Ben, I love it. I hate it and love it at the same time. It's amazing. Sorry, I just came across it going back a bit and it's like, oh, wow. So I guess it starts at Nerds, doesn't it? 1?
Not Fazbear Entertainment's actually.
Oh, was no just saying rate it then, because that was today at like 3:45.
Yeah. I think for now, 9 people. I haven't really determined what I would consider a lot of people. I mean, almost everyone has multiple artworks, so I think I'm gonna knock it. I apologize, everyone, but for the sake of time and to make sure we can get to everyone's before I must depart, unfortunately, I'm going to only be doing 1 showcase per person today.
Have you heard of an app called Pure Ref?
No.
It allows you to download into a folder, for example, a load of artwork, and then you open it up, and it puts all the artwork in like it puts stacks them next to each other in its program, and you can then zoom in or navigate around that, and it opens them all up in one board. So it might be an idea to do that for the showcase in future. I'll put the name in the chat, or I'll find a link to it and drop it into the cool chat that we've got, just in case it's something you want to use if you test it out. I'm using it for references now when I've got like Ben 10 aliens and dragons. I can put them all up on the same page, or Deadpool, Wolverine, and Xeno, so I can have them all up on my second monitor in one go instead of only one at a time. Just wondering if it'll be. Alright, so just drop that in. It's a free app, but it depends what you're using. It's not huge. You just literally go to open a folder. When you open it, it says open. You just highlight everything you've downloaded after you navigate into the folder. Just select everything you want in there, hit open, and it just stacks it all into a board on the screen.
That's cool. That could be very useful.
Just thinking for these showcases going forwards, since I'm using it more and finding it useful, it might be an idea to just drop it down.
Yeah.
Ben says 2 weeks to go. I'm confused. What's 2 weeks to go?
I'm assuming left on the chart.
Oh. If we can get 2 a week, depending on the characters, yeah.
Yeah, we did lollygag a little bit at the start, so we lost half an hour there. And then we got a very detailed person for our second one, so that killed us time-wise too. So we'll get there. It'll just be a 15 to 16 part series.
Part 18 coming soon.
Yeah, actually.
I say that, but it's just for humor.
Actually, you know what? Let's just start over.
Quick, save a copy, then delete all the layers.
Yeah, I did not want to keep. I did not want to keep the deleted version up in case something went wrong and we actually did lose everything. All right. Ding ding. Arcs is the most recent one. Yours. Okay. Ding 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 ding. You. All right, we have got the artist showcase. Like I said, I do apologize. A lot of you did submit multiple artworks, but for the sake of time, unfortunately, I'm only able to do one per person. But let's begin. First up, we have from a couple of days ago. What is everyone okay? I don't know. What is the chat okay?
The chats are going crazy about how many emotions are left.
Oh.
Something else is what are they missing? They think they've missed something. They don't know if the showcase is happening now or not, and they're really confused with what's going on and why are you screaming, Ben? So they're fine. It's just usual chat. The crazy bit. As Fazbear said, yes, carry on.
Okay. Anyway, here we go. First up for the artist showcase. Where is my... There we go. First up, we have Fazbear Entertainment. I gave them the prompt of drawing Springtrap in a dress because Into the Pit. I think when I got that message, I was editing a boss level Into the Pit episode. Oops, sorry. And so... it's so... Wait, is Is Springtrap coming up? Oh no, that's just the way it was cut off. It's so. First off, I love the detail on the Springtrap. You've got the wither and decay of it very well, and I love how like the dress is almost clean, despite Springtrap being decrepit and broken and dirty.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, it's a really good dichotomy between the two. What is it called? Two completely different subject matters. And you did a really good job, like over like the wires and the detail in the neck and in the face overall is really well done. Like this is a lot of detail that you added, and it really adds to the piece overall. And it's also like looking at it from here, it's very, very crisp. Your line art is very solid and intentional, and it really also adds to the piece. So overall, great job, and I hope you enjoyed the cursed prompt I gave you. Next up is a piece from Nerd, who unfortunately could not make it today, at least in the form of voice chat. But they have Rate My Horror Villain Design, and I believe they've sent not something similar, but I don't know how to describe, like not a similar art piece, but like something in the similar horror vein, I believe is the right word to describe it. So I think they're working on something big. But I have not been told about it. But this looks great. I don't know, Nerd, if you are here, but if you are watching, this is amazing. Even Fazbear Entertainment in the Discord chat rated you a 11 out of 10. I'm going to give, once again, points for detailing in the scales and all that. I don't know if pincers is the right word, but these arms coming from the back are really well done and symmetric, not symmetrical, but similar. Like when drawing like this, wings, stuff like that, it's very hard to get them to look the same, and you have the design perfect here. They all look similar, and it's really good. I also love the skull shape on the chest here. That turned out really cool. But
I
yeah,
like the sense of balance in it.
the what?
The sense of balance, because it's basically
Yeah.
an insect type monster that crawls across the ground, because you can see the claws on the bottom bit by the feet that are similar to the ones on the back, but he's got a nice sense of balance with the curve of it, how it's up, so it's almost like it's curved, and it's the weight of the upper body's bent it a little bit and moved, and it's quite a nice flow to it, and that's really difficult to do.
Yeah.
Especially on a more straight upward piece.
Yeah, definitely agree. I also really like the weapon they're holding, this sword. It's really unique design when it comes to a blade and stuff. But yeah, overall, looking really good, Nerd Comics Inc. Next up, we have... What do we have next up? We have Chainsaw Hunter, who said they're learning how to draw pixel art, which is really cool. That's actually one of the things I would like to draw. But this is one of two pictures that they've submitted. The other one is a doggy. So if you're on the Discord, I highly recommend you check it out, because both of them turned out really good. I just chose the dragon overall just because I really don't know why. I just really like the purple coloring of it. And the shading. The shading is something really... You have to be really intentional with your shading or with your colors when it comes to shading in pixel art. This I know, even though I'm not too proficient in it. But like, there's a sense of depth here just by using different shades of the same color. Like these horns, there's a light gray and then there's a darker gray to highlight or shadow in the parts that are not being hit by the light. Same here with the head. Like, there's this lighter purple here, and then on the edge here where the light's not hitting, it's darker and purple. It's not like black or anything like you would think about shadows. It is very, very intentionally a different type of color. And you can definitely see that in the eyes too. The color on the top of the eyes is darker than the ones on the bottom to symbolize a shadow, which is really cool. I have a lot of respect for pixel art. It's really hard, and it's something that my friends have done since like 6th grade that I've never really been able to figure out. But I'm sure if I took the time to, I'd probably be able to try it out. I don't know. It just looks really cool.
I just left the emotional expression on it.
Yeah.
It just, even for pixel art, it's very difficult to carry emotion, but you've got like the sweating, like under pressure or something down the side of the face. And again, with the way that they've done these different colors to give the emphasis of a shadow across the side of the face, it really draws your attention to that almost like sweat mark down the side of the face, and the eyes being what they are. And it's a nice contrast of colors as well, so the background, even though it stands out and draws you to the main focal point of the face, it doesn't take away from the picture.
Right, exactly. And also the contrast, the purple dragon, yellow background, complementary colors. But yeah, overall, great job. Next up, we have Ven. And all they wrote is, well, I did it. If you children, avert your eyes. I really don't know how to describe this. My best guess is Bustar Terminax, another Pop Cross character, in cat pajamas, I would assume.
Yeah.
Is what they would be called.
Or cat onesie.
Yeah. First note, and what is most likely the most important note, is I want those pajamas.
I kind of do too. I also like the actual poses because they're very, despite how bulky Bustar is, the top one looks very, almost like a cat, like ready to pounce and attack, like an alert. And the second one is kind of like the sitting on the hind legs, meowing, going, "Give me food, give me," or something. But it's, again, it's just really well done for emphasizing the pose along with the, I mean, that second one with the paws up, the perspective.
I was just going to say the perspective,
That's difficult to do. I can't get that right 9 times out of 10 when I draw it without having to have a reference. And I'm there for ages. It's just like, Ben, how?
Yeah.
Especially when I know you draw a lot of these with your finger on your phone or something. This is the other thing that always blows my mind with your art.
Yeah.
I know you don't always draw it with a tablet or a pen like we do, and your art always comes out like with really cool poses and stuff, and we're like, how?
Maybe we should stop using a tablet and a pen.
No, I need the tablet.
Yeah, I know. I also really like these little flavor things that Ven adds, like the exclamation points, these little...
The emotional, like, cartoon emotion, the emotional, well, basically the emojis.
Yeah.
Or special effects.
Yeah. Once again, Ven, it is cursed, but you did a good job, so I can't even say anything. Next up is awesome JJ Ranger, who found a YouTube short of a YouTube creator who likes to give like different character designs, and is trying to make an OC with the designs in that specific reel, and this is one of the ones that they were able to come up with. The traits featured are moth features with multiple tails, oversized dangling sleeves, a whip with a long ponytail, and a comically large cape. First off, I will say that I love the oversized sleeves. Might be my favorite design element. It just, well, actually, the oversized sleeves coupled with the comedically large cape work really well together and give it a really cozy like vibe. And like Nikolai said, it's a very cute character that you came up with, Awesome JJ Ranger. It's really it's just adorable, and the moth-like features, the wings, like you've made a very cute character, and it's I love it. I love it so much. I would love to see if you're up for it, colorizing or coloring in and rendering this out fully, because I've seen the way you render out the My Singing Monsters fan skins you make, so I'd love to see that style of yours applied to this, because this turned out amazing.
I feel this is one of those little creatures that you'll see in films that look all sweet and innocent till they move those draping sleeves down and they have razor sharp teeth in their mouth that expand really wide.
Yeah.
And it's like the whole cute, like, I'm a little muff-like fairy, come see. Oh yeah, let's have a look. Just because it looks too sweet and innocent.
Yeah,
it's like,
exactly.
The draping sleeves is hiding something.
Yeah, exactly. But overall, great work. Next up, we have a couple pictures submitted by the Great Elder. I'm only choosing one, but they've coupled two pictures together. So technically, it's one image, except it's two characters. So
close one eye.
Or, you know, maybe if you want, you maybe just found a loophole in my one art per stream rule. Just saying. This is a very legal way around that.
We've got to zoom in on with 50 million pictures all next to each other with a camera taken.
Okay, don't make it 15 pictures condensed into one, please.
You just told them they had a loophole. You set yourself up now.
You're right. Caden King, or the Great Elder, says, this is my original spider team that I drew. The blue one is Benjamin Ben Dune, special ability electricity. And the pink one, Chelsea Allen, special ability wings. So you were right there, Ben. It is a Spider-Man inspired team. Overall, once again, as always, Caden King, your design, your drawing style shines through in your character designs. Great work. I love the hood. The hood on Ben here looks really cool. And the spiders, the spider emblems on both of them are very symmetrical, which without, like, personally, without the aid of digital and the symmetry tool, it's very hard to get something symmetrical. So for pen and paper, which I'm assuming you're using, turned out very well. And the design on the wings of Chelsea are very, also, first off, also fit into that symmetrical thing that I was also talking about with Nerd getting the style the same. And they also look very good overall.
I have one question.
Yes.
Does Ben know Chelsea's taller than him?
It doesn't say. So I'm not entirely
She
sure.
looks taller than him. It's quite cool. I like it. But
Yeah.
it's just, yeah. Does he know she's taller than him? And she can fly. He's kind of, he's kind of losing out here.
Yeah. If you do want to see, there's 4 other of the Spider Team. So if you're in the Discord, it's in the Art Showcase for Streams channel if you would like to check it out. All right. Next up is technically 2 drawings. Not 2 drawings. It's 2 from one person. However, one of them is a excerpt of a story. So once again, possibly another loophole. Although I can't, for the sake of time, I can't promise to read all of a story if you do submit one. Just, I feel bad limiting people because I want to show off artwork, but like, I only have so much time to do the streams. I do apologize.
Oh, this is the main hero of their story, isn't it?
Yes. The second picture, which is the one I pulled up, is the finished design of the superhero, and the screenshots are the story that I have started. And
Cool.
I'm not entirely sure where this story is. Based on the format of the screenshot, the way it's kind of set up, I would say Wattpad, but I don't know that for a fact, so don't hold me to that. But yeah, overall, I believe we've seen the picture of the superhero before, which is awesome. And this is chapter 1 of the story detailing the accounts of the villain, who is different from this picture. But yeah, overall, really good. If you have a link, Underwater Wings 103, if you have a link to the actual story, feel free to send it in the Discord. So anyone who would like to read it, if it's finished, of course. If you're still working on it, then don't share it until you're comfortable. But if you do want people to check it out, if it is in a finished state, I guess I would call it, then yeah, feel free to send the link, because I'd love to check it out. But yeah, great work. Next up is Apple Flavors, who has a few sketches. They are a little hard to see just like that, so I'm going to try and bring them into Photoshop and try to boost the contrast a little bit.
Oh, the fighting poses.
Yeah.
That's quite cool.
I never know how to like bring out certain colors. There we go.
Yeah, and then duplicate the layer and multiply it over the top.
This one?
You could also just duplicate the layer and multiply it a bit. Now you've done that.
Oh, I see what you mean.
And then you set it to multiply layer or whatever, and then change the opacity a little bit around. Yeah. You can get a bit more of it. And then the bottom's a bit...
Yeah, the bottom's a little dark, but I think that's the best I'm going to do.
Yeah.
But no, for action poses, these are really good sketches from the start. Action and dynamic posing are really hard. That's one of the things that took me a little bit to get used to when I started this channel. And you have a really good... Well, not only do you have dynamic poses, you have dynamic poses of multiple people interacting with each other, which is even harder. So, absolutely amazing work. And I would love to see how you develop these into fleshed out pieces, if that's something you're going for. Yeah. Overall, really nice job. And
I like the effects of the second one down.
yeah,
The stomping the ground and the punch. It shows the transfer energy with the kind of like impact marks behind the character. If you were to use this as a basis to draw characters over the top of by enlarging that, you'd have a really good point for a dynamic illustration. Easy.
definitely.
It's really, like, definitely every aspect is in there in that second picture.
Yeah, I agree. It looks really good. Great work. And next up, ignore what I'm pulling up right here. Ark said instead of what they drew for this stream, they would rather my reaction to this one that they drew. And I accidentally... There we go. So Ark has drawn... well, Ark a few days ago drew me and Springtrap because Boss Level has been playing Into the Pit. And yesterday we released a video of us playing That's Not My Neighbor, where I was absolutely perfect. Got a 100% accuracy. Don't watch the video if you want to believe me. But no,
edited it, it's 100%.
yeah. But this is me behind the desk in That's Not My Neighbor. And I feel like Ark is just kind of showing off at this point with this top-down perspective, because you've done this in you've done the same type of angle in previous works, Ark, and it looks amazing. We've mentioned during Ven's picture that it was very hard to do, but no, you kill it every time. Everything here. And you have a lot of different objects too, and they all conform to the perspective point, which is very, very impressive. Like, I'm sitting here with my feet up on the chair, on this desk. There's the corner of the wall, and it's all converging perfectly, and it looks amazing.
Hey, drawing with Mr. Sepulveda? I can never pronounce it. I'm sorry. I'll just say, hey, drawing with Mr. S. How's it going?
How's it going? We were talking about your emotion chart earlier in the stream, how you finished recently, and we're not quite there, but we've got 4 spots left for ours. So we're almost there. We're just reviewing some artwork that was made over the stream now before wrapping things up, because I have to make food soon. But this is perfect, Ark. This is basically exactly what it was like for me to play the game, because I take my job seriously, and That's Not My Neighbor. If you're not on the list, well then you ain't getting through.
Yeah, he's ready to kick the phone over so nobody knows he's got a phone with him.
And since this is the end of the stream, if any of you would like to check out that video, I will shamelessly put a link to it in the chat right now. But that'll do it for today's stream. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you again, Dempsey, for being able to join me today.
Not a problem.
But yeah, I will see you all in tomorrow's video. And keep doing what you're doing, everybody. You're doing awesome work. Peace out, everyone.